All right, so let's get rid of our lovely table code there and see how we can link from one page to another. You've all spent plenty of time clicking on links, I'm sure, and they're actually really easy to introduce into your pages. So let's put our link inside a paragraph tag. And the tag that we use for links is the A tag. I believe that stands for anchor. We'll see specifically what an anchor link is in a few minutes' time. But first I want to show you how we can link to, for example, the Google homepage. So the A tag generally just has the one attribute, and that's href. So that's short for hyperlink reference. And that is the URL that we want to link to. So the full URL of Google is http://www.google.com. There we go. And then inside the A tag, you put whatever text you want to use for the link. So click here to go to google.com or something like that. So if we click there to go to google.com and then we click there, that takes us to the Google homepage. Simple. Now you can actually put anything you like in this A tag here. So here's a quick challenge for you. Can you put an image inside a link and then make it so that when you click on the image, it goes to a website of your choice, say Wikipedia. And you can use the same image that we used a couple of videos ago if you like. Go for it. All right, I hope you managed that. The way we do it is we set up the link in exactly the same way. So we're going to Wikipedia this time. So we just put wikipedia.com. And then inside the tag for link, we put our image tag. So if you remember, that's img, and then source, src, equals, and then my one was homer.png. There we go. Simple as that. So let's have a look. So we've now got our first link is still there, and there's our lovely Homer image. If we then click on that, it takes us to wikipedia.org. Let's just update that. You can see it redirected nicely, but always good to get the link right in the first place. All right, so that's how we do links to pages on other websites. We can also do links within our website, and they work slightly differently. These are known as absolute links, because no matter where you are on the web, any link that goes to http://www.google.com will go to the same place. But there are things called relative links, which we'll see now, and they can be a little bit easier if you're linking within your website. So they work in exactly the same way, but this time I'm going to link to helloworld.html, which was our first page that we came up with. And you can see this time I don't need to put http://. I just put helloworld.html because Hello World is in the same folder and location as the page that we're in at the moment. So if we have a quick look in the Finder, you can see Hello World is there and my web page is there. So if they're in the same place, you can just put a link to them without having to put all the other stuff. Right. And that's really useful because you might move your site to a different domain name for some reason, or you might restructure your site so that things are in a slightly different place to where they were before. And if you do that using relative links, it should not break anything. So I'd recommend using relative links on your own site and then absolute links if you're linking to someone else's site. So let's just check this one out. There we go. Hello World. And then you can see it links nicely to what I changed to Hello Rob earlier. All right. The last thing I want to show you about links, what I mentioned at the beginning, so anchor links, so linking within a page. Now, to make that clear, I'm going to bring in several homers to give my page a lot of content. So let's just have a look. There we go. We can scroll up and down all those homers now. And one thing that's very useful when you've got a nice long page like this is a link at the bottom that says back to top. You've probably seen those on a few sites, and they're really easy to create with HTML. And we do this using what's known as an ID. So I'm going to take my paragraph tag, which begins the page, and I'm going to give it an ID. And for now, we'll just give it an ID of top, like that. Now, IDs we're actually going to be using a lot, first in CSS for styling, and then in JavaScript to start getting bits of your web page interacting with each other. But for now, we'll just use them for this anchor effect. So now that we've got a paragraph tag with an ID, we can add a link at the end of our page, and we use the hash symbol, which on a Mac is Alt-3. It'll be somewhere else on a PC keyboard, probably depending where you are in the world. And then after the hash symbol, we just use whatever word we use to describe our ID. So in this case, top. There we go. And then we just put in the text that we want to use for that link. And let's take a look. So now we scroll down and back to top. And that takes us right to the top of the page. Let's say, for example, that we wanted to jump to the third Homer. So 1, 2, 3. Can you add in a link just underneath back to top to jump to the third Homer on the page? Go for it. All right, hope you managed that. It's obviously pretty similar to our back to top. We just add in an href again with a hash symbol, and then I'll call it third Homer, like that, and then whatever text you want. So go to third Homer, and then 1, 2, 3. The third Homer is here. So let's give that paragraph tag an ID of third Homer. There we go. Let's have a look. So go to third Homer, then jumps not to the top, but to our third Homer. Fantastic. So we've got 3 types of links there. We've got the absolute links, which take you to a specific page on the web. We've got the relative links, which take you to a page on your website. And then we've got these anchor links, which take you to a different portion of the page that you're currently on. Brilliant. So we're almost at the end of this first HTML section. I've got a big challenge coming up for you. For now, there's one more thing I want to show you, and that is HTML entities. And we'll look at that in the next video.